Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, look at this video. This is incredibly crazy. Hold on. I hope that does a little bit of something. There we go. Hello, everybody. We have to do some makeshift things today. Please forgive me. Please forgive me in advance for any um, darkness or shadows that you may see on this video today. Thank you for all of those that have been waiting. I appreciate you. I am situated in another part of my house, obviously, because my son, Mio, is here. So we have to rearrange the situation just to give y'all a little bit of information. For those that have been waiting, I don't know if I said this out loud. Thank you. Thank you for coming on here. This is going to be a nice little brief little broadcast because this broadcast is for you. This is absolutely for you. Appreciation to you. Let me put this thing down. Had to wipe this camera off. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I feel like I need a team. What's up, everybody? What's up, Nick? How you doing, Bijou? D Beezer is here. Oh, I didn't call you back, girl. Lord of mercy. Please forgive me. I've been in a cloud of changes. Katrina, what's happening with you? And Roxy, what's up with you? D's Delectable. Oh, I do need a team, huh? I need some money to get a team. I need some money. I need opportunities. I need all of that. But I definitely do need a team. Oftentimes I feel like there is a lot more talent that can be managed in my life. But that's a whole nother story. How y'all doing? What's going on with you? Today is Friday. It's Freestyle Fridays, and it feels like a really freestyle kind of like coming out of the seams kind of feel today. So we just gonna rock with whatever spirit has for us. To be honest with you, there was nothing on my heart to talk to you about. I didn't get nothing in the shower, not near nothing. So I want to open up this space for you, whatever it is absolutely that you want to talk about today. And I am going to offer up a couple of free sample readings. If you cannot see nor hear me, please let me know. Y'all can be my team today. I appreciate that. Just because I'm in a different place in the house, like I said, and I literally tried to start this video a couple of times. For some reason, it's just the internet is just not working for me. So in any case, I'd appreciate your help on any and every level. And again, formulate your questions for me. I'd love to talk to you about whatever that's on your heart and your mind and your soul. You never know. It might resonate with those that are around you. Oh, I do have my phone so I can pick the card at least later on. What's going on with you, L. Bell? Sparkles in the house. Hi, Irene Schaefer. Nice to see you in the place to be. What's up, Angelique the artist? Angelique the artist is looking for someone to collaborate with in regards to children. And you can kind of make the specifics here, Angelique. To be quite honest with you, what you asked me in a nice little cute little DM was, and it was inspiring, and I'm grateful for it. But to be truthful with you, there's so much that's going on in my life, and there's a lot of resources that I may have. I want to open up to the village. So I believe Angelique needs assistance with anything regarding children and nonprofit organizations, if I'm not mistaken. But Angelique, please take this time to put it in the comments what it is that you're looking for, sister, because we are a village. And if we can assist each other in some kind of way, put it out there. You never, ever, ever, ever know. You never know. You just never know. Ask people for what it is that you need, and Spirit just might have it for you. Please get that thing out there and assist one another. Hi, Kimberly. How you doing? It's been a very busy week, Roxy, huh? Many abrupt endings and beautiful beginnings. Many new things. Many lessons learned. Shade of all of that, which prompts me to pull up the chart that's happening right now. Because I do not see any questions and I hate dead air time. By the way, this will be a nice little trivia question for anybody when I become rich and famous. For anybody to answer. Did you know that a girl used to be on the radio? I thought about that when I was just about to talk about dead air and dead time. I really do not like dead air, so to speak. And that's how I got introduced to that on the radio, when it's just like nothing being said, It's dead air. There's no rhythm. There's no music. There's no talking. There's no nothing. And here comes my program director running around the corner. Sonia, say something. Say something. No dead air. So for the sake of having no dead air, while I am waiting for you guys, you ladies and you guys, to ask any questions, astrologically speaking, spiritually speaking, whatever may be on your heart, I'm going to look at the ephemeris for today and see if there's something that jumps out. If there's something that jumps out for us and what it is that we can talk about, because oftentimes, even though we talk about the week on Monday, by the way, if you are new to my channel, I know I just jumped on in this thing. Thank you. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? And if you are repeating, which everybody in here I've seen before, I'm grateful for you. LB is here too. That pregnant pause, right, Irene? Thank y'all for coming back, and thank you for supporting the sister. I know I'm jumping all around, but I also want to say thank you for those silent contributors and people who leave donations. I had a big donation the other day, and that person will go nameless, and I'm just like, oh man, it just kind of warms my heart when you never know who's listening and they just drop a little bit of love in your bank account via Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo, located in the description box below. You like my almost radio voice right there? Actually, let me tell you, I was on WHOV Digital 88.3. This is Sonia Marie here on your airwaves. I was down with the Slow Jam channel and the gospel station as well. I was managing and running 4 different stations at one time. It was actually pretty dope. So that's the trivia. I used to be a radio DJ on and WHOV Digital 88.3 Hampton Roads radio station. Yeah. So let's see what's going on while I wait for the question. Oh, Dee got a question. Wait, hold on. I guess we jumping right into it. Dee, what's going on? Did I underestimate correctly that one's moon sign usually corresponds with their mother's sun sign? No. Not necessarily their mother's sun sign. That's a great question. Thank you for asking it. You're down with the Maya crew. I love good questions. No. Your moon sign, your particular moon sign, has everything to do with how you view your mother. So your mother could be a Libra, right? And if your moon sign is, let's say, Virgo, if your moon sign is Virgo, then you view your mother as if she was a Virgo type. And what that means is, even though she's Libra, to you, your perspective, your perception, your view, your lens, okay, your connection to your mom. Since your moon is in Virgo, you feel like your mother is more Virgoian. She's more detailed oriented. She's more of a perfectionist. She can be really critical. All the attributes and all the descriptions that fall in line with being a Virgo. That's how you view your mother based on your moon sign. Does that make sense? D got it real quick. Al, what up, Phoenix? How you doing? There was another question. Could you tell astrologically about the tragic submerged vehicle accident? I don't mean to be morbid or offensive. Sonia, I answered in my head before I answered out loud. Katrina, let me give you the professional answer. It's going to take me a little bit of a minute to look to see what happened with that underground submerging situation, to be truthful with you. So I don't have that kind of time right now to research, because you're asking something very, very specific. I'm not trying to dodge out of this. I'm really being honest. It's not as easy as looking up, something that's happened communicatively. Like this is a specific situation that happened in a time zone that was very, very specific as well. You get that? If it happened in London as opposed to New York, those are different time zones in which, as an astrologer, you have to kind of research to see what was happening at that particular time via the ephemeris. You know that? You was in the village hut. But aside from that, Sonia's real answer was, Trina, I don't give a fuck. Sorry, not so sorry. To be truthful with you, to be really truthful with you. I mean, I'm not trying to be callous, and I pray for their family, and I send light to their family and the people that lost them, because they were loved. They were absolutely loved. But when it comes to certain things in life, I don't put too much energy into it, only because this is a black and brown perspective. They don't put too much energy into where these missing girls are. There's over 75,000 black and brown, beautiful, beautiful young girls under the age of 25. There ain't nobody looking for. So 5 people, I'm not trying to give it that energy, Katrina. We'll have to talk about that another time. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. I gotta be me. I gotta be me. And I'm not callous. Y'all know me. I'm not callous. If I really was being paid to answer that question, I'll research that shit. But you ain't giving me no money, Trina. Don't fuck with me right now. I ain't got time for you. Maya, y'all see the Elemental movie? No. I'm gonna go check it out, though. I really, really want to check it out. I really do want to check that thing out. I hope that didn't offend anybody. I'm not really trying to offend anyone. I'm just trying to be as honest as I can be. All right. Anybody else have any questions? Trina, I hope you understand that. Bang, ba, ba, bing, bang, bang, bang. Looking for some more questions. Thank you for putting the question marks in front of the sentences. Let's go to the ephemeris real quick. Phoenix is screaming, shut up, girl. You know me, homie. Come on now. We ain't got time. We ain't got time. Okay. Let's see what's going on in the sky right now. I love the fact that this Leo energy, is getting all up on everybody. But did you know? I don't think you knew this. We do know that Venus and Mars right now are conjunct, right? They're about 5 degrees away from each other. And when I say conjunct, that means they're in the same sign, which is Leo, and they're about 5 degrees away from each other. Mars is at 20 degrees Leo, and Venus is at 15 degrees Leo, right? And they are basically what I was saying on, I think it was Monday, and how they are fueling one another, passion and execution. Venus being passion, Mars being that execution. But bust this, let me add this. Right next to Mars, 2 degrees away from Mars, which is affecting our execution, is Black Moon Lilith. So the reason why I say that, and I think is really, really important, is that there may be some people who are really feeling fueled, Venus, passion, feeling like I want my coins, feeling abundant, feeling fancy, feeling loved, feeling like you want to love, feeling like you want to connect. Venus is all about beauty, feeling beautiful and all of that. Venus is about self-worth. You feeling like kind of fancy, popping your collar, you feel like, okay, life is moving and grooving. And then you go to Mars and go, all right, how do I execute this thing? By the way, thank y'all for the thumbs up that you just put up. I appreciate you. It creates a different motion in this algorithm thing and lets YouTube know that I am doing my job. So Venus says, yeah, I'm getting this thing. It's all bubbly. It's all in my space and in my heart and soul and all of that stuff, right? And then Mars says, okay, let's execute it. But Mars got a little bit of a burden on its back. And that's called Black Moon Lilith. If you don't know what Black Moon Lilith is, look it up. It is 3 words. Black Moon Lilith, Lilth, right? Black Moon Lilith is what I like to call, the Village Hut knows this, the boogeyman. Right? It's the shadow sides of things, of situations. So you may be feeling all fancy Venus-like, you may be feeling passionate, you may be feeling purposeful, you may be feeling like, I need my money, I need my coins, I feel abundant, I feel prosperous, I feel full within. How do I execute that thing? With Black Moon Lilith's presence on the back of Mars, you may be seeing the little boogeyman every now and again when you start to execute. I'll give you an example. So you feel the desire to what? Sing again? You feel the desire to go outside and, I don't know, because it's in Leo, right? Performance. You feel the desire to go out. Oh, Leo deals with children a lot. You want to have children, or you want to play with children. You want to go get your brothers or your sister's niece, children, which would be your niece and nephew or whatever. But then there's a little hovering of Black Moon Lilith on top of that when you try to execute that. So you go and you try to get somebody's kids or whatever, but you feel like in the back of your mind, their wife or their husband are not going to let me take the kids. I'm going to have to go through an obstacle. I'm going to have to go through a boogeyman. I'm going to have to go through a shadow in order to execute what it is that I feel. Y'all get this? Yes, y'all. Please ask questions and let me explain so you can get it. All right. The bottom line is that if we feel like we need to execute on this thing that we want to get, that we feel passionate about via Venus, and we need to go get it, Mars, execution, movement. You dig what I mean? But there's a little like, what is on me? Hey, here's my advice. Turn around and talk to that thing. Turn around and talk to that boogeyman, that shadow side, that thing that allures, that presents as an allure to come get you, but then scares you. And then you run. And here's the thing. Once you run, you definitely won't execute, because Mars is like, fuck that shit. I'm not going to get the kids. I'm not going to have a child. I'm not going to sing, because the last time I sang, the execution of singing Leo style. The last time I sang, I don't know, I farted. Last time I sang, I went flat on a note. Last time I sang, nobody clapped for me. That's the boogeyman. That's Black Moon Lilith reminding you of your shadow sides, you dig? So then some people may not even execute the thing. And because it's in Leo, even try. Because it's in Leo, the real reason why is because you don't want to look like Boo Boo the Fool. You know, Leo has a lot of ego. A lot of ego. It does not want to be found out. Does that make sense to anybody and everybody out there? I want y'all to be easy on yourself and understand that even though you do have this fuel in you and this desire to do something different, Leo style, right? Children, creativity, your will, your courage, standing up for something in somebody, presenting these boundaries or whatever, being bigger than life, all Leo energy, right? Even though you have the feeling to do that and you can't quite get off the block, stop for a second and say, what the fuck? What is that shadow on me that's preventing me from getting from base 1 to base 2? Does that make sense? And when you stop and you identify it, talk to it. Talk to the shadow. You know the boogeyman's not real, right? Once you start to put your attention on the boogeyman flees. The boogeyman is just some deep-seated shit that you've been taught that you can't do or you are afraid of. Based on your situation, based on your lifestyle, based on your conditioning, blah, 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 blah. Y'all get that? Let me not over-explain, Ricky. Phoenix says, so would that translate as a necessary obstacle? Absolutely. But some obstacles, let's break that shit down, because some obstacles are real, right? Some obstacles are, and what I mean by real is like your neighbor can be an obstacle. I don't know. Paperwork can be an obstacle. What I mean real, like tangible, like a situation. An obstacle can be you're waiting on a decision from an higher up. And then that you would have to, that requires patience, right? The obstacle that we're speaking of is more inwardly funded, if that's the right way of putting it. It's a shadow, cuz it ain't really real. You just some way throughout your life convince yourself that this motherfucker is real. And it's the very thing that you should do. Thank you, Spirit, for reminding me of that. Black Moon Lilith always comes up as the very thing that you should do, but are afraid of. Hope that makes sense. So once you turn around and identify it and go, what do you want? What do you want to teach me? Why you keep scaring me? Why you don't want me to get off this block? Why are you presenting yourself as this psychological, emotional, or spiritual obstacle, boundary, scary monster that ain't really, really, really real? You get what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. I'm a Phoenix. Okay, cool. Let me keep going on and on and on, because I saw some other question marks over here. Aspects and transits to be aware of this weekend. Oh, LB, you got to go to Monday. Go to Monday's, please. Would you please go to the other video? Because we rolled it all out on Monday. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Yeah, babe. all the aspects are listed in the prior video. That'll assist you more than anything. I don't want to repeat for folks that actually saw the Monday's video, okay? Because once I start, I want to keep going and going and going, and that's not fair to everybody else that saw that, all right, honey? So check it out and fast forward, because Sunday and Saturday and Sunday are at the very end, close to the end of the video, all right? All right, sweetie pie, I hope that helps. Rabbi Rob is in the place to be. He goes to St. John University, and since kindergarten, he acquired the knowledge. Any more questions? Thank y'all for putting the question mark in front and in back. That helps a sister out. I cannot see, especially in this dark room right here. This dark room. Okay, is there anything else that we need to talk about, Spirit, in regards to, yep. Ooh. That's an interesting situation. And that may be very, very fleeting. Should I go to that? Hold on. Yep, because that has something to do with it too. Ain't that about a blip? Ooh, Sonya. I love what I do. Jupiter. That's at 8 degrees. Ooh, there's an interesting little mashup that's happening, but that's way too much to talk about. Let's just stay with the first thing that I saw, because I will go bananas right now. South nodes are comfort zones. The South node currently, right now, I keep here in this moment in time, is at 1 degree Scorpio. It is absolutely sextiling the moon right now. The moon is at 5 degrees Virgo. So we do know that the moon moves fast, right? It's the closest entity to the earth. So it's going to move. But in this moment in time, and probably for the next couple of hours, since you caught me now, especially towards the end of the day, what's today, Friday? Towards the end of the day, you may want to be aware of what I'm about to say. These comfort zones are kicking us in our ass, right? Oh, and it has everything. God, it's so dope. It has everything to do with that Black Moon Lilith situation, although that is in Leo. Understand this. Although that is in Leo and it's hovering, the South Node in Scorpio, which is a square to Leo, first of all, the South Node in Scorpio is asking us to get up off of our asses in a deep, deep, deep comfort zone kind of way. What I mean by that is this. With the South Node in Scorpio right now, in this moment in time, we are being asked to take the shovel and dig far, far, far into the earth of ourselves, unearth ourselves and the things that we have been sitting on and the things that we have been comfortable, the things that we have been relying on. Now, this can be practical shit, like I need to get up and clean my house, or it can be that kind of shit where things are coming back for you. Depression, the fact that you don't like to go to the gym, you don't like to move your body, the fact that you don't. I'll tell you what mine is. I'm gonna be really, really candid. That sometimes I just need to let the past go. Like situations about people and things that happen will come up and they plague me. South Node, Scorpio, deep shit that happened forever ago. You dig? That will come up and go, well, remember when they did? It's like, bitch, they did that in 1977. What's your problem? Why you want to hold on to that? That's the kind of thing that's coming up. And it seems like, oh, well, that's just, something that happened back then and there. And you say to yourself, I says to myself, so I says, and we all, maybe if you agree with me, oh, well, let me just dismiss that and bypass that, right? I want you to do yourself a favor and not dismiss it, nor bypass it, but use that moon in Virgo to be critical. Use that moon in Virgo. Did y'all see my eyebrow exclamation for those that are not really looking at my face? Use that moon in Virgo right now to unearth that South Node Scorpio shit that's happening right now, that's plaguing you, that's saying, am I thinking about and am I feeling that thing? Am I holding on to that karmic situation again and again and again? Like, really? Are you really doing that, Sonia? Are you really doing that, Roxy? Are you really doing that, Nicole? Are you really doing that, Bijou? It's just people I'm calling out because I can remember your name right now. Nothing personal. But are you really, really doing that is the question. right? And the moon in Virgo says, well, fuck it. If we're gonna do it, we can handle this and respond. The moon in Virgo, response, emotional response, in a couple of different ways. We can deny the shit and be like, I don't feel that. I don't know what she's talking about. Because there's about 10 people on here. It's like, I don't know. I have no idea what the fuck she's talking about. I mean, whatever. I've dealt with all my shadows, and I've dealt with all my South Node, not demons. I wanted to say demons, but things that I haven't gotten up off of my comfort zones. I've dealt with all of that. Have you? Really? Because that moon in Virgo, if you coming straight at me like that, or coming at yourself for that matter, because who am I? I'm nobody. Are you coming at yourself like that and saying, well, I don't know. That's that moon in Virgo acting and operating in a very, blinders kind of, I don't see the rationale to this conversation type of thing. I don't want to look at it. Y'all following me? You get what I'm saying? The bottom line is, like, we're not always looking for something to perfect. That's not Sonja's job, to always want to unearth some shit. But when I see it, I want to call us out on it. Why? Because we're getting better, and we're in a weird fucking world right now. And here's the real answer to that thing. Everything around us is doing our best to take us down. Don't get that shit twisted. Please don't get it twisted. I'm not a Debbie Downer. I swear to God, I'm not. I just know that if you want to call it the devil, demons, dark energy, negativity, depression, they're waiting around the corner. They're trying to get the best of us. You see what's happening, right? You do see what's happening. They're coming in guises like the manipulation and the tricks of how this energy, this dark energy is coming at us. This karmic energy is coming at us. This South Node energy is coming at us. It's getting really manipulative and really fucking fancy, and showing up like fine dudes that you want to be with, showing up like sisters with big double D's and, squeezing your head in between them. I mean, they showing up like in costume. You get what I'm saying? Am I like, hello, is this thing on? Y'all get me? You got to be really, 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 really careful. And the other thing about that is that it can even catch you in some premature, blissful state. And I know that sounds weird, but hear what I'm saying. Sometimes when we get too happy about a shit, we forget that the darkness lives next door. You dig? And all we got to do is open up the door, licking the lollipop or whatever. Next thing you know, we trip on that shit because we're not paying attention. Our head is not on a swivel. We have to be in an integrated state nowadays. We really, really do. And part of that is being in the world, but not of it. Part of that is like feeling happy and doing what we love to do, but keeping that eye open for all those motherfuckers that want to come and snatch it, that want to step on it, that want to say an extra word, an extra verb that sounds sarcastic and is trying to take your breath away. You get what I'm saying? That's trying to prove you otherwise. It's trying to snatch you. Does this make sense? Please be happy and manifest everything that you need in your life. That Jupiter is in Taurus right now, baby. It wants to give us a better quality of living. But at the same time, that motherfucking darkness is losing and is getting crafty. So today, only today, with that South Node in Scorpio going deep, it's doing its best to go into the crevices so the moon in Virgo can pay attention, not go into denial, not try to find a reason. Moon in Virgo is dope when it works in its highest realm to really go into the corners like a mouse does and to scrutinize information void of being overly emotional. That's when that Virgo energy, especially when it's in this moon, is working at its highest. Does that make sense? Yes, y'all. Are y'all getting me? There's beautiful things about every fucking sign, every position, every moon in a Virgo or moon or Mercury in a Virgo. There's high and lows, ups and downs, good and bad about every position. I'm doing my best to shine and highlight what could be the not so good and to turn it on its head and to find a thing that can help it out. Moon in Virgo says, if you're going to go down in that south node situation and position, I want you to be void of emotion about it, but go into the crevices with a toothbrush, bitch. Like, really get it out the way. And Scorpio says, I'm wide open. Let's do it. Let's fucking go there. I'm wide open. Because, Scorpio don't play like that. Scorpio's like, I ain't scared to go in the deep. I ain't scared to make that happen. And that's for everybody in this moment in time. You dig that? Trust me, there's more to talk about in that regard, but I'm not going to go there, y'all. I'll be on this thing for 3 hours. And Kamau will be like, Mommy, I'm hungry. It's 8 o'clock. Do you, Angelique? I appreciate that. Hey, did somebody answer you in regards to the children's thing? I just wanted to put that out there for you, boo-boo. You never know. You never know. You've been reminding yourself of that lately. I'm in this world, but not of it. There you go, Roxy. Yo, that's a beautiful, beautiful space of integration. It's not easy, though. And I'm one to tell you, it ain't easy, because every now and again you can get snatched back into that shit. That's for sure. But it's all about practice and strengthening that core. Okay, I don't see any questions. Wait, you been in my house or something? Bijou, I'm always in your house, girl. I'm in your mirrors. Any more questions? I'm up for it. Otherwise, put your sun, your moon, and your rise up. And then I'm going to read a card, and then I'll be out of here, y'all. Oh, you did? Okay, cool. Cool. It's all about a village, man. It's all about a village. We got to do this for each other. Any questions? Any more questions? Look, we're going to dead air. We don't need no dead air. Nicole Butler, I ain't messing with you, girl. Aries sun, Capricorn moon, Gemini rising. So let's do something specific. What it is today? What's today? The 23rd. Well, here's one of the things you can utilize for sure, Nicole, that moon in Virgo. Oh, no. This is what I just heard. All right. I'm not going to get too personal because I know you and I love you, but I will say this much, and then we'll move on to the next. And I'm looking for something specific to say, just to let you know, Nick, because we've had conversations about your chart a lot, and you've been in the hut, and you are a star student, so you understand astrology. So let's talk about what's happening right now, in which I don't think we spoke on the last time we saw one another, is Pluto going backwards in Capricorn, right? So you have to be aware of the old emotional stuff coming up for you that's hitting that Pluto again. Does that make sense so far, Nick? Excuse me, I went swimming today and my sinuses are draining. I hate when that happens. I love swimming, but for like first 2 hours, I'm like, sinuses gone bananas, Nick, okay, so the bottom line is you are revisiting with Pluto going backwards in Capricorn and your moon sitting right next to that. Maybe not really close, but it's in the sign. So the bottom line is that, and I don't even know what house it is for you right now in this moment in time. You got Gemini rise. Okay, Gemini rise, opposite that is 7th. That's Sagittarius. So your Pluto it's either in your 8th or your 7th house, right? The Pluto in the sky. You can, if you know off the bat, it's in the 9th. No. What I meant to say is your moon is in the 9th or the 8th. So that means the Pluto is transiting, going backwards within the 9th or the 8th. Nope, it's in the 8th. That's what I thought. So that means Pluto is coming up on your 8th. And you talking about some deep ass shit. Okay, here's the bottom line for the folks that don't know astrology in the way you and I do. I just broke down where her moon is because her moon is in Capricorn, right? If I know her rising, I know where her moon in Capricorn is. Why? Because her rising is Gemini. 7 planets, or I should say 7 houses away from the rise is the opposite sign of Sagittarius. So that means her 7th house is in Sag. Right after Sag is Capricorn, which is the 8th house. So her moon is in the 8th house. What's happening in the 8th house in the sky that's transiting right now? Pluto, because Pluto is in Capricorn. So that means Pluto in Capricorn is coming up over this moon in Capricorn in her 8th house. Whose house is the 8th house? Scorpio's house. Good God and great googa mooga in that kind of way. With the South Node sitting right in there too. At least it's affected in some kind of way. Ooh, that's a whole nother conversation. But bust it, Nicole, with this Pluto coming up over your moon and in that particular house, the depth is coming up, it's coming to grab you. But here's the beautiful thing. You already know what it looks like. With Pluto going in reverse, it's the same shit is the point. My sister friend, I know you feel me. It's the same thing. So the reason why I'm celebrating that on some level is the fact that when we get hit with shit, and this is for everybody, when we get hit with shit the first time, the second time, it feels a little sharp. Plow, plow. You're like, what the hell? But if you're a boxer and you get used to getting hit in that jaw over and over again, after a while, you anticipating the hit. You dig? So the pain ain't the same. The pain can't be the same. So the point of the matter with your moon being in there, she regulates your reactions. So my question to you, my friend, is you going to react the same, or you going to react like that meme I put up on Instagram? You hit like a bitch. Get up. Let me see how to deal with this in a whole nother way, because with Pluto going retro on top of that moon, probing that reaction again, it's only asking you to go deeper, to transform better, and to understand how to reclaim your power again in your emotions and how you respond. Boom. Am I preaching, cousin? I'm going to leave you alone, though, because I want to leave it like that, and I wanted to give you extra little sauce, extra barbecue sauce on your ribs, girl, and your heart being behind that rib, in which I love to hug and get up on. You know, I'm a Cancer. I drive my friends crazy sometimes, every now and again. I used to a lot more when I was a lot more affectionate. Nowadays, I'm not, but I want to squeeze people and hug them all day. I really do, because I'm weird like that, a Cancer like that. You're welcome, honey. And we talked on those exact same. Oh, we did? You know, I don't remember a lot of shit. But I hope something new came out of it, Nicole. Even though you heard me say it before, I hope something new comes out of it. Okay. We can go to the next person. Monica Vade. What? Monica is in the place Scorpio, Sun, Taurus, Moon, and a Virgo rising. Okay, so that moon is sitting in your first house right now with the moon in Virgo. She got a Virgo rise, y'all. I'm teaching y'all something. Y'all better sign up for the hut. I'm trying to tell y'all getting free information. If she has the moon, if she has a Virgo rise, that moon, and this is how I'm going to break these freestyles readings down today, because I got to shake it up every now and again. That moon is probably, it's in your first house, because it moves fast. So it went through your 12th and it's probably in your first. Here's the point. The point is that the emotional energy of you needing to, okay, thank you. This is what I got. Try your best this weekend, especially today, not to defend yourself from anybody's emotional responses to you for calling you out on some shit that you need to do or you need to talk about. Does that make sense? Oh my God, I forgot your name that quick. I got distracted by Nicole. But did you get new information on Nicole? Monica, does that make sense to you? Somebody is doing their best to come in your first house, which is your house of identity. That first little connection to people and situations. They're bringing their emotions right to your face. But with the Virgo rising and the moons and the emotions and the responses coming in your expressions, the expressions coming in your face, that Virgo rising trying to see that shit. Understand that. I said that 3, 4, 5 times already, but Virgo energy denies everything. Why? Because it looks for perfection. And if it's not perfect, then it's going to shut it down until it becomes perfect. And because you were Scorpio, you might feel some kind of way about that. Sensitive, about somebody calling you on the emotions that you either projected and or the emotions that you need to be responsive to? Meaning, like, do you need to care for some motherfuckers? Are you feeling like you're a little detached from people and you're not hearing them? Monica, that makes sense? I'm glad, Nicole. I'm glad. Okay, cool. You know, I get concerned because I want to give new shit. But Monica, that makes sense too? Here's the deal though. Again, with that moon in Virgo, like I just suggested, passing in your first house, be like that mouse, right? Meaning, like, listen to what the emotional concerns are of people and of yourself. Listen to them, detached, like, as opposed to looking at there's some kind of blame that needs to be placed on you or another person for shit not looking as perfect as it should. All right, Monica? That's all I'm gonna tell you right now. But you had something in Taurus though, real quick though, right? That Taurus, you have a Taurus moon. That's nice. That's right. That's right and nice. So that means Jupiter and the North Node and all that shit is leaning up on your moon. That's cool. How about that? I'm just going to go off of one or two sentences. If opportunities come to you, Monica, that can probe some type of if opportunities come to you out of the blue that requires an immediate reaction, go for it. Because it will bring you to your North Node, the North Node. It will bring you to Jupiter. They're both in Taurus. So if you respond from your moon in Taurus in a way that's kind of like uncharacteristic, because Taurus moon wants to be set up and wants to know what the fuck is going on, right? If you respond on some hasty shit, you might just find a pot of gold, motherfucker. I mean, take some risks. So I'm gonna say, Monica, take some risks. Taurus hates to rush, but sometimes you got to jump off that lily pad. Sometimes you got to jump. Right, Bijou? Sometimes you got to jump. Okay, I'm gonna do one more person in case y'all oh, I see Phoenix. Wait, did Phoenix just put hers up? Okay. Well, her Virgo moon. There you go. Now Scorpio rise. Ooh, that South Node sitting in your first house. I'm wondering. If it's not, it just passed through there. So whenever you have the South Node in the first house, almost like the moon, but not really, right? But it's the same kind of positioning, right? Is that the South Node in your first house, Phoenix? And this is the last one I'm gonna do, and then I'll go to the card. Now, unless y'all have any questions, come up with questions, y'all, because I'll be here as long as y'all have questions. That South Node coming in your first house, that's not easy, boo boo. On two different levels. Well, here's the deal. Let me rephrase that and say this. If that South Node, the South Node in Scorpio at this moment, per the ephemeris I was reading earlier, if it's in your first house, which it probably is or has gone through already and has remnants of it, that means the North Node in the sky in Taurus is sitting in your seventh house. They work like a seesaw, y'all. They teeter-totter all the time, 180 degrees away from each other all the time. They're always telling us what it is we need to clean up from our South Node, comfort zones, and the shit that we are karmically connected to in order to do what? Move forward, North Node, in order to go, in order to look towards the horizon. And if your horizon, your purpose, Phoenix, is sitting in this seventh house, that means it needs to be some partnerships, whether they're personal relationships or business relationships, right? Or haters, competition. Somebody in that seventh house, because that's seventh house too, competition and haters, right? As well as spouse, girlfriend, business relationship, co-workers and shit, one-on-one relationships. Somebody, your partner on some level, wants to help you to get up out of this comfort zone of that first house of yourself. Bottom line, and easily said, people, partners are setting up around and about you to pull your own head out of your ass. And being the Aquarius that you are, you probably are not too keen at allowing them to do so. If you were a mutable sign, anybody want to put up what the mutable signs are? If you were a mutable sign and were flexible on some level, You could probably lean towards change and allowing people to assist you. But you are stubborn ass Aquarius. And that South Node is Scorpio, which is stubborn as fuck. And that North Node is Taurus, which is stubborn as fuck. That you have to be conscious on some level. Go to your moon in Virgo, which is mutable. Go to your moon, your emotional body that can help you to adjust and allow partners to assist you from getting your own head out of your ass. And the reason why I say it like that is because that South Node sitting in the first house is the house of identity. This is all about you. The South Node, the comfort zones, your head in your ass, or literally looking like an ostrich with their head in the sand. That's on you, because all you got to do is pick up your motherfucking head. But somebody, a partner, is around you, staying with that visual of the ostrich. A partner is around you going, Phoenix, hello, tapping you on the shoulder. I'm here to help you. You want me to lift this part of your neck? And you're under the sand going, no, I got it. I'm good. Leave me alone. Come back later. Come on, bitch. Just let them pick you up and then help you out. I'm glad you love me, because you know I talk all crazy, but I got all the love in the world. You know I do. Nicole said, let them folk love on you, Phoenix. Oh, I love y'all. Can't y'all wait till we go to Costa Rica? I can't wait to see some of y'all. You don't know where we going next. Look, we haven't even gone to Costa Rica, and I'm already planning the next one, the 7th annual. So anyway, that's that, y'all. Bijou said, is there a correlation between the summer solstice being the sun's highest point and Leo energy? Off the top of my head, I can't see it. I mean, I can dig. I'm not in the mood, though. But the real reason why I say that is because, you know, the summer, okay, let me just say it how I heard it real quick, and then I'll move on. You know, the summer solstice is led by Cancer energy, right? Because the summer solstice is when the sun goes into Cancer, right? So if you think about it, the summer is 3 months, and Leo is in that 3-month cycle. So that way it can correlate, sure. But I can dig and probably find some other reasons. Oh, Roxy, we're going to miss you, honey. Bijou, I hope that helps a little bit, because I honestly, that's the only thing that kind of comes off my head. I need to be a student right now. You asking Katrina questions. I need to be a student. Yeah, go ahead and do some Googles. Go on, do that thing. I appreciate you, though. I appreciate you. All right. And I mean, we do know that that Leo is led by the sun, right? Is ruled by the sun, right? Absolute. Any questions? Come on, I'm here for it. Nicole, you ready? I thought that was a question. Oh, Angelique was curious about that question too. I'm sorry if I disappointed y'all on that. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna be truthful with you. Y'all already know I'm kind of realer than real. I pride myself on that. I love being authentic. I just don't. I don't like fishing for shit. If I don't have the answer, I don't have the answer. But we don't have time to be all fancy and fucking fake about shit. I don't know in this moment in time, but I can find it. I can always find it. No more questions? Okay. Oh, here's a question. What should we focus on during Cancer season? Oh, Lord. Well, depending on who you is, Nicole, generally speaking, Cancer is about family. I say open your heart. I say have them hard conversations. I say listen to the hard conversations too. Y'all know me when it comes to that, in regards to how listening to people's hearts is just as important as speaking your heart. And sometimes we don't have to be defensive when we listen. We don't necessarily have to take the space of, oh, this person is directing their heart energy or their complaints or disdain towards me. Maybe they just need to get this off their heart. Cancer season is about that. Letting people just get into their heart. I say, Nicole, concentrate on hugging. I say, Nicole, concentrate on walking slower. I say, there was something that happened the other day, and I was walking down the street. And even though the weather is delightfully changing in the best way possible here in Southern California, I was walking and I was like, damn, it feels like summer. Like how when the sun is closest to the planet and there's just like this haze on you. I don't know how to describe it. I bet you I can put it in a poem, but in this moment I can't. But it really felt like that, in which like we feel lazy. Like Cancer season asks that you get lazy, that you sit back fat and happy, that you eat a lot of fruit, that you tap in with your family. You know what I mean? And anybody can be your family. But that again, I just heard 5 different things. I'm gonna hold on to this one though. Recognize the wisdom in our elders too. You know what I mean? Even if they're not here, you know, the things that they have. Ooh, spirit is so poetic with me today. I just saw an apron, and I saw somebody in the nicest apron with stains on them sitting at the table talking to you or me, and like lazily saying, yeah, I was talking to Uncle Pete the other day and blah 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 blah. You remember, y'all, when we used to be 5, 10, 15? No, maybe not 15, we was a little too grown. Maybe 5 to like 11. After that we got uninterested, and we would go down south and just sit on the porch or go to our elders' house, and it seemed like the days were hot, long, and it smelled like boredom. And everybody was watching stories, the goddamn soap operas. Like the summertime is for that. I know this is a poetic answer, Nicole, but this is how spirit is giving it to me. The summertime is for that, like being lazy in that. You know what I mean? Smelling the boredom and being appreciative of it, the moment, because they fucking fly by, y'all. Those are the good ass times. Everybody wants to book a flight, and booking flights is cool. I am not against traveling at all. But what happened to just sitting there being lazy and just like inviting a friend or two over and honestly just scratching your ass? Like we was talking about the other day, Nicole, like what are those joyful things that we're going to do for ourselves? And Nicole came up with a good one. I hope you don't mind me sharing. It's not that deep, but I'm going to share anyway. Like waking up and eating cereal in your pajamas, you know, watching cartoons on a Saturday. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? It's those lazy feels, those hazy, lazy summertime feels that literally, thank you, Spirit, helps to fortify your heart. It helps, it gets in you like lotion. Don't you know that? For when them hard days come around, you have to deal with deaths and being broke and mean people approaching you. You already fortified. You can handle it. Why? Because you was lazy with your grandmother sitting on the porch. Because you and your girlfriend sat back and smoked a cigar for like 5 hours just laughing about anything. You understand what I'm saying? Sit in that space. That's what the summertime is for, because the summer is about the bloom, right? Everything is on full bloom. Everything is full happiness. Everything is full boobed. Everything is full hugged. Everything is full plated. Everything is full belly laughter. Everything is full. Get it. Get it all on you. Because in the wintertime, 180 degrees away from this moment in time, we're gonna need that, like bears, as we hibernate, right? We're gonna need to be fortified by that shit that we get inside of us here in the summer. I hope this makes sense, y'all, because I'm going in my poetic head today a lot. Make sense? Roxy said it smells like it's an auspicious time that should be taken in. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. I like that y'all getting my poetry here. That makes me really, really happy. I don't know what y'all saying. Is something messing up with the thing? Okay, never mind. Okay. It's glitching? Y'all glitching? Uh-oh. Y'all hear me now? Some people are glitching, some people are not. I'll read back on this another time. But Nicole, that was a good question. Thank you for allowing me to go in there. Oh, not anymore? Okay, okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, I'm hopefully the recording will have it recorded smoother than what it just went through. All right. If there's no more questions, I'm going to go into the card for the sake of it glitching again. And then we'll move on and enjoy our weekend, okay? Y'all good? Thank you for joining me on this Freestyle Friday. And here's the card for the weekend. Great Mother, Father, God. This moment in time, see for these beautiful people here. Okay. Huh. I love this. Participation. Boom, chicky, boom, boom. You know what? This the oh my God. What got me excited about this card? It's the participation card. Is the fact that that's what y'all doing right now. More than I've ever seen, actually. So much so, I feel like I'm not even in y'all's conversation. That's why I backed up for a minute. I was like, wait, hold on. They are saying a lot that's going on without me. Participation is the joint, y'all. You want me to read it? This is for the weekend. Check it out. Each figure in this mandala holds the left hand up in an attitude of receiving and the right hand down in an attitude of giving. The whole circle creates a tremendous energy field that takes on the shape of a double dorje, the Tibetan symbol for the thunderbolt. The mandala has a quality like that of the energy field that forms around a Buddha, where all the individuals taking part in the circle make up a unique contribution to create a unified and vital whole. It is like a flower whose wholeness is even more beautiful than the sum of its parts, and at the same time enhancing the beauty of each individual petal. You have an opportunity to participate with others now, to make your contribution to create something greater and more beautiful than each of you could manage alone. Your participation will not only nourish you, but will also contribute something precious to the whole. Ashe, amen, ashe. Oh, Bijou. That's what I just said, though. That's exactly what y'all been doing, is participating and coming together. And actually, we started it off with that. When I asked that Angelique put her information up again. Word life, Phoenix. Oh, I love spirit. I love energy, and I love y'all. I love me too. I love my angels. I love my guides. I love the protection that's around each and every one of us. As we know each other but don't know each other, let's keep sending love and light to one another, so that we may be uplifted in our individual goals and have a way to allow that thing to kind of permeate out into the field, into the population, to allow other people to get what they want. That's why it's important that we remain in good spirits. That's why it's important to smile to strangers. That's why it's important to do these little acts of kindness, because that's participation. You dig? You're participating with the globe and keeping the grounds clear. You are participating with happiness and with joy, by smiling with people, by lending information, putting up the hearts. Put up the hearts, y'all. Sweet tea, you understand what I'm saying? This ain't no corny, like, spiritual one-on-one type shit. This is some real shit. This is like going out and just being the light. Just being the light. Participate by being the light, and that light will get up on everybody else. Trust and believe. Don't even worry about it. And I like to say this to one or two people who feel like they have no idea how to participate. Those are the one or two people that feel like they're always left out, like they're an outcast. Like when they get into a group they don't know, through their insecurities and through their past situation, like, what can I lend to the group? If you feel that way, Just go into a group and sit there quietly and see where you can fulfill a need. That's all. That's all. People want to be fancy. People want to be known. People want to have 100,000,000 fucking followers. You dig what I'm saying? People want to be a celebrity. People want to be their ego. And it's everybody. Ego is like, well, if I'm going to participate, then let me stand out as I'm participating. But maybe you're the type of person that's just like the glue, where you come into the space, you come into the room, you come into the group, and you just send light to everybody. You're quiet, but you close your eyes and you put light around the whole group. That's participation. Maybe you're just that person that steps in the group and you see one sister over there that looks like she's been crying. So you make your way to her and you just rub her back. She don't know you from motherfucking Adam, and she thinks that you're being like a little fresh on her. Like, what you doing? Why you touching me? But your touch will remind her of her mother, some maybe. You know what I mean? And she won't know that you're just giving her good love. How you doing, sis? Give her good love and keep on pushing. That's participating. Figure out where the need is, y'all. If you know what you can do it. If you don't know what you can do, find out by just being quiet, and look how you can fill the need, fill the circle, fill the room. Big or small, it don't matter. Everybody is needed, okay? All right, I'm gonna stop preaching and I'm gonna get out of here. Much love to y'all. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful weekend. Enjoy yourself. I don't know if y'all saw that I went to Jean-Michel Basquiat's whatchamacallit exhibit downtown. Did you know? Did you know? Did you know? If you're in the Los Angeles area, it is free on Thursdays between 5 and 7 p.m. I'm putting that out there, making it very, very public. All you have to do is go online to their website and act like you're about to buy a ticket. Look for a Thursday and go between the time slots of 5 and 7, and it's $0. I think you need to go on. I mean, you can pay for it if you can go, if you can afford it and go. But I mean, you have no real reason or excuse not to take this brother's artwork in and inspiration. That's participation. You get what I'm saying? And then go to the gift shop and buy a $5,000 t-shirt. I'm just saying. Check it out. And stay shining, okay? All right. Take care. Love you all.